Thank you. And welcome to second lesson of React.js. So let's go to create our brand new React project. And for that, we will use the quick development tool, which is today the essential tool to start and launch a new React application. And so, fast and ultra fast, it is a development tool that includes Webpack. So the benefits are that it allows an almost instantaneous start thanks to hot reload, which also allows less waiting time and more productivity. So in the past, what we used was Create React App, also known as CERA, which is the short version for Create React App, and that you have certainly already used if you have already developed in React. And here we discover that Create React App is now obsolete. So you can, if you want, from this page, right-click. And if you wish, you can go through this page in French. And so there you can say that now, Create React App is obsolete. And you can read more by following this link below. So we go back to the official Vite page to discover how to start with Vite and start a new React project quickly with Vite. So I'm going to place myself at the start page. And so there, we discover, as we understand, that Vite is borrowed from French. So it's a development tool that provides a quick and simple development experience for all your modern web projects. And just below, we discover that Vite adapts to several frameworks. You also have Vue, another JavaScript framework. And so we're going to use a template. So here, I'm going to say template, which means a model. So we're going to use a model for the desired library framework, which will allow you to start a project quickly with all the files and dependencies that are necessary to start easily and quickly a project with the desired library. And so there we will immediately find the instructions to start our new project. What we will have to do is copy this line and specify the name of the template for the framework or the desired library. So we will copy this command line and we will go to the editor code to start our new project with React. So it will be with npm create, which means create. So what we will have to do is specify the name of the application, so it will not be an application view. What we want for our example is to create a React application that I choose to name my app. And for the template, I will specify React quite simply. After choosing the name My First App for your app, click Enter and wait for the message to display. Select the React framework and click Enter. When the message displays, select the variant JavaScript, choose Yes, and press Enter. Wait a moment, and finally, your app. My First App will be ready. And what we have to do next is simply click Enter, and you will see that it will be ultra fast to create our new project. So it's done. It really took 1 to 2 seconds. And you now discover in the File Explorer that you now have this directory that has been created. So this is your new React project, and which is named My App as I chose it. You can name it as you wish. And so if we open this project here, we can discover the React project with all the anatomy of the React project, which we will discover quickly. For now, what we are going to discover here is how to start our project. What it will tell us is that we can navigate to our new project here. So CD with CD, which means change directory. And we will start by installing the dependencies. That is to say that we will have for every node project. So for example, React is a node project. We will have a JSON package. So it's like a manifest file with the identity of your project, with the name, the version, also the scripts which allows you to run your project. And what we are going to do is first of all npm install to install the dependencies. we will find the dependencies right here to install React. And then what we will have to do is simply launch our application with npm run dev, and we will